जो मतलब नल हाइपोथेसिस इस्तेमाल करेंगे कि H1 इस्तेमाल करेंगे?
नहीं, प्लीज, आप उससे कोई लेना देना नहीं है वेदर यू आर फॉर्मुलेटिंग द research hypothesis or statistical hypothesis or operational hypothesis. The basis of formulating the hypothesis are the same. So if you feel that you have a strong base on the so that you can give direction, then you should have a hypothesis in the directional form. Else you should not.
ओके सर।
तो इससे कोई लेना देना नहीं है। हाँ जी, और कोई क्वेश्चन हो, देन आई प्रोसीड फर्दर।
Sir, actually, I had a question. I'm from
प्लीज
social
गो अहेड।
sciences background,
गो
and
अहेड।
I was just a bit confused when we use the term a few researches and large number of researches. So, is there a standard which can help us determine what is the number which
No,
can
no,
tell us that?
and okay, correct. I'm asking you, if suppose there are 50 researches and there are 1,000 researches, what do you
Yeah,
think?
so thousand of is of course a large number of
That's
research.
all. So it has to be relative
Okay, okay,
because there is no number that if this is the one, then you say large, or this is the one that you say low.
okay. That was the yeah,
When in case of we say tall, he's a tall person.
yep,
That Amitabh Bachchan is tall. Then there is a base, isn't it?
yes, yes,
That
definitely.
normal height of the people is this, and his height is more than that. So that is
Mhm.
the reference point.
Okay, okay.
We have to have a reference point always.
So, because sir, in social sciences, especially journalism and mass communication, even if we get a large number of researches, it is very difficult to get those, results which can help us determine the kind of hypothesis to choose. So, it's just a bit uh, different from the other forms of
No,
research.
no,
So I'm just
no,
understanding.
no, my dear friend. In journalism,
Yes,
the problem is that most of your data will be qualitative.
yes, yes.
And if it is qualitative, then hypothesis is out of question. Because you cannot convert that qualitative information into quantitative, and therefore what you have is only the qualitative information, and at the most you can compute percentages. You can say this
Agree.
much percentage of the people said, and if it is percentages, then you can use only chi-square test, not more than that.
Not more than that.
That is the problem.
We face that problem every day.
No, but in mass communication, when you teach, then you are taking you are conducting test, and when you are conducting test, then you have the quantitative data, and therefore you can use statistics.
Okay.
If you want to conduct that, what should be the best way of teaching something in your journalism, or best way of teaching the concept in journalism, you can conduct a research, no problem. That is possible. Otherwise, normally what you
Mhm.
people do is only just qualitative, not more than that. And that is
Mostly.
why you are not able to journalize.
That was the problem. You rightly
No,
you
but
rightly
but
answered.
that is the you cannot say it's not your weakness, it is the subject limitation. I will not say weakness, it is a limitation that is put. You can't do anything.
सोशल साइंस में तो खूब हाइपोथेसिस लिखते हैं सारे लोग।
नहीं, देखो, जहां पे आपके पास में क्वालिटेटिव डेटा, हाइपोथेसिस नहीं लिखना चाहिए,
हाँ,
क्योंकि आप उसको टेस्ट ही नहीं कर सकते। इन ऑर्डर टू टेस्ट यू नीड स्टैटिस्टिकल टेक्निक, वो मैं अभी आपको बताऊंगा।
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right, welcome. Okay, any other question, any other participant like to ask? Then I am proceeding further. Now, do you want that, should I take one more example, or now you have understood and I can proceed further?
Sir, I think you can proceed further.
Okay. Okay, so I have told you now the basis of formulating the hypothesis, types of hypothesis, forms of hypothesis, and the wording of hypothesis. If there is any question related to all these, please you can ask me, then I will definitely explain, otherwise I am proceeding. Now, after this, because hypothesis is tentative solution, therefore we have to test it. If we want to test, then we must know the two important concepts. One is called degree of freedom, and it is denoted by DF, and another is called level of significance. Now, if all of you are well aware about these things, then I leave and I proceed further.
सर बता दीजिए इसको.
So please explain.
Okay, so let me explain these things and say, I am first taking the degree of freedom. Now here, the word is freedom. What is the meaning of freedom?
Sir, there is no restrictions.
That's right. What does it mean? If suppose
We have some liberty.
now, if suppose only one vegetable has been cooked at home, then what is your freedom? Any freedom or no?
No, sir, no freedom.
No,
There is no freedom. But if two vegetables have been cooked, do you have a freedom or not?
Yes, sir.
To
Yes, sir.
choose between the two.
Right. So what is the meaning of freedom? If you want to sleep, how many total hours are given by the nature to you?
24.
24 hours. And how many hours you want to sleep?
Maybe 7 hours.
No, you can sleep up to 24 hours, but you cannot sleep 25 hours. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
So that means freedom means total available options. Dr. Somlata, you have got 500 saris.
Yes, sir.
So what is your freedom?
500 sarees में से choose करने के लिए freedom.
That's right. Then 500 is your freedom.
Freedom.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, if Dr. Sani, if you have got 5 pence, what
Yes,
is your
sir, yes.
total freedom?
1 2 जो भी आवश्यकता है उसके अनुसार।
अरे टोटल फ्रीडम कितनी है सैनी साहब आपकी?
500 सर।
दैट्स ऑल।
हाँ
500 नहीं, 5। आपके
पाँच,
पास
पाँच।
500 हो भी नहीं सकती, कभी जिंदगी में भी
जी,
नहीं
जी।
होगी 500।
5 अथवा 5।
हाँ 5। सो फ्रीडम मीन्स टोटल available options or alternatives. Now, if I use the word degree, then do you think that now your total available options or alternative will increase or decrease?
Decrease, sir.
Very
It can do
good.
both.
No, it cannot increase.
Decrease.
Because you are putting degree. Degree means some restriction. And whenever you put any restriction, then your freedom cannot increase. It has to decrease. And if it decreases, then we say minus. Minus total restriction imposed. Now, when you drive your car on the road, can you drive in any way you like?
No.
No, sir.
You have to follow what?
Traffic rules.
Rule. So, rules increases our freedom or decreases our freedom?
Decreases our freedom.
Eh?
Decrease.
रूल्स
Decreases.
Decreases, sir.
Dr. Rani, when you were not married, at what time were you getting up by chance on Sunday?
I am
Socho.
exception, sir. I used to wake up at 5 o'clock.
At 5. And after marriage? Batao.
7. And
Rani, Dr. Rani, you are exception.
exception, I'm very lucky. In my maternal
Very
home,
exception.
everybody used to wake up at 4. I used to wake up at 5. In my in-laws' house, everybody wake up at 6 and I wake up at 7.
Excellent. Fantastic. Very good. And Dr. Somlata, when you were not married, at what time were you getting up on Sunday?
On Sunday, sir, 6 o'clock.
And after marriage?
After marriage, sir, 5:30 to 6.
That's all.
No change.
So that means some freedom has
Decreases.
reduced.
Yes, sir.
And when the children were there, now Dr. Rani, after you have children, then you still get up on Sunday at 7 o'clock? आप बताओ.
No sleep at night, sir. No time to sleep or get up.
So now you
Decreases.
understand.
My
Now
freedom
you-
decreases.
Now you understand the meaning of degree of freedom. More restriction, the more, see, as we grow up, we say, I will not eat this. So I'm putting restriction on my diet. Then I say, I will not eat after sunset. I'm putting another restriction. Slowly, our restrictions increases and our freedom becomes very little. Many a times I really wonder whether I have any freedom. The answer, at least I don't have a freedom. Why? If it is a webinar, I have to take webinar. I have to eat whatever has been cooked. I have to do whatever my home manager says. I have to sleep only when she says, now you can sleep. Just no freedom at all. So now you understand. Now I'll take one example. See, when your child comes from the school and he eats something and he completes his homework, and if he wants to go to play out, will he ask Papa or Mummy? Will he take permission from Mummy or Papa?
Mummy.
Mummy. Why? Because the child knows that Papa, whenever goes out, he takes the permission of Mummy.
No.
He no, Rani. Oh my God. He must be
Child
taking.
knows that mama will send him for play and papa will tell him to read.
No. What I am saying is, Rani,
Ah.
listen again. Because the child knows that whenever Papa wants to go out, he takes permission of Mummy.
Exactly. Because mama is
Therefore,
managing everything at home.
that's right. So therefore, the child does not take permission from Papa. He thinks that when Papa is taking permission from Mummy, then why should I take from the Papa? Because Papa will take permission from the Mummy and then he will give me permission. Then he wants to have a direct hotline instead. And when the Mummy says, you go out to play, but come before sunset. So are you putting the restriction?
Yes.
Yes. So we are reducing the freedom.
Freedom.
And when we are reducing the freedom, we are talking of degree of freedom. Now, whenever we are not well and we go to the doctor and doctor gives us medicine, along with medicine, doctor will say, till you are taking this medicine, do not eat this, do not eat this, and do not eat this. What is he doing?
Restrictions.
He is reducing our
Reducing.
freedom of eating. So therefore, conceptually and philosophically, if you really see, you will find that do you really have freedom? Because there are family restriction, there are society restriction, there are religion restriction, there are so many sources from where the restriction comes in. So this is the concept of degree of freedom. Now I ask you that if you have, say, suppose I have 5 shirts. Suppose total number of shirts are 5. So what is my total freedom? 5.
5.
5.
Suppose one shirt doesn't have button. So now what is my freedom?
4.
Now another shirt is not ironed.
3.
Then now another shirt is torn.
2.
And another shirt has gone to the press.
1.
1.
So can it be 0 also? Eh?
Yes,
No, sir.
sometimes it
No,
can.
sir.
Oh my God, if I don't have any shirt, then what will I wear? And my
No.
society doesn't allow me not to wear a shirt. So there must be minimum one.
Minimum.
Minimum one. Otherwise, so degree of freedom cannot be 0.
Okay.
Yes or no?
Yes.
If you have to eat at home, you have to prepare minimum one dish. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So minimum one. So degree of freedom, the minimum value of degree of freedom is 1.
Yes, sir.
स्वतंत्रता का अंश 0 नहीं हो सकता, शून्य नहीं हो सकता. अगर वो शून्य है तो आपकी स्वतंत्रता है ही नहीं.
है ही नहीं.
और अगर स्वतंत्रता है तो कम से कम 1 होनी चाहिए.
तो फिजिक्स में 0 हो जाता है.
तो ये कॉन्सेप्ट आपको पहले पता था या अभी नहीं पता लगा है?
सर ये अभी पता चला है सर.
डॉक्टर रानी को तो पहले ही मालूम था.
मैंने ऐसा कब बोला सर?
मैं बोल रहा हूं ना, मैं कोई थोड़ी कह रहा हूं आप बोल रही हो. मैं बोल रहा हूं कि डॉक्टर रानी को तो पहले ही मालूम था. चलिए, now let us use this particular concept in numbers. If I say choose any 4 numbers so that mean is equal to 4, then what is the degree of freedom? Can any one of you tell me?
3, sir.
3.
It is correct. Can you explain?
Sir, because 1 restrictions are given, mean is equal to 3. 4,
That's
sir.
right. That's right. Mean is the restriction. That means, can I take this number? Can I take this number or not?
Yes, sir. You can take any number.
I can take it because it is written any 4 numbers. It is not written that you take any single digit number or double digit number. It says you take any 4 number. Now, can I take another number like this? Can I take this number or not?
No, sir.
Why?
Because it is already in minus.
No, because here he says it is not given that take only the positive numbers. पॉजिटिव इंटीजर नहीं कहा है उसने. यहां कहा है टेक एनी 4 नंबर. So any 4 means it can be minus also, it can be plus also. It doesn't make a difference. But now, can I take one number like this, 0? Yes, I can take 0, no problem. But the last number I cannot take at my own. The last number must be such so that when I add all these 4, what should be the total? Total must be 16. Because when I take the average of the 16, it will come to 4. So what is my freedom? My freedom is only 3. That I can take any 3 number, but the 4th number must be such so that this condition is satisfied. So that means condition. This is the condition. Is it slightly okay or not?
Okay, sir.
No, Dr. Rani is saying no, it's not okay.
Once again, sir.
Okay. Now, if I say like this, choose any 4 number so that mean is equal to 4 and standard deviation is equal to 1. Now, what is the degree of freedom?
2.
That's right. Why?
Because there are 2 restrictions that have been imposed. We have to satisfy the condition for mean as well as standard deviation.
Yes, Dr. Neha, excellent. You are now expert of the research methodology.
Statistics.
Thank you, sir.
I think Jabalpur people should invite Dr. Neha instead of Sansanwal.
अच्छा
We are
ठीक है
learning
ने
from you, sir. हाँ.
सर मैं एकदम यंग टीचर्स को बुलाता हूँ रिसोर्स पर्सन के लिए सर।
नहीं, इनको तो जरूर बुलाना आप।
हम्म,
और जब आप बुलाओगे तो ये आपको बर्फी जरूर खिलाएंगे, मिठाई खिलाएंगे,
ठीक है
क्योंकि अभी तो नहीं खिला सकती ये, बट
हम्म,
उस वक्त खिलाएंगे क्योंकि आपने इनको बुलाया है।
अच्छा ऑनलाइन
ऑनलाइन में तो बुलाओगे तो ये नहीं खिलाएंगे, ठीक है ना नेहा?
बिल्कुल सर।
और नेहा अपने हाथ से बना करके लाएगी आपके लिए, डोंट वरी अबाउट इट।
आपको भी पहले और सिखाना पड़ेगा तभी हम लेक्चर ले पाएंगे।
हाँ, सिखा दूंगा, कोई चिंता नहीं है। ओके,
हाँ।
वी सपोज इफ आई टेक लाइक दिस, say suppose I am taking gender as a variable and I say we have male and we have female, and if I take, say you take the weight of 53 males, take the weight of 53 males so that the mean weight is 67 kg. So what is the degree of freedom here? What is the degree of freedom here?
52, sir.
Very good. Why?
Because one restrictions is imposed. That is 67.
Correct. So that means we have 53 minus 1. What is 53? 53 is N1. And minus 1. Is it clear?
52
Now, you take the weight of 48 females and to each 48 females so that the mean weight please mute yourself, those people who are talking. So that mean weight is equal to 41 kg. Now, what is the degree of freedom here?
47.
47.
Correct. So here my degree of freedom df2 will be equal to 48 minus 1, and 48 is nothing but n2. N2 minus 1. And then what is my total degree of freedom?
So 99.
How do we get?
So because we have 2 restriction, so 100
So-
1 minus 2, 1 minus 1.
So here it is, the total is your df1 plus df2.
Then it will be N1 plus N2 plus 2, no?
And df1 is what? N1 minus 1. And what is df2? So we have to add, and we see df2 is n2 minus 1. To here, is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And now this df is equal to, now I have n1 minus 1. If I open the bracket, plus n2 minus 1. And then this will come to that n1 plus n2 minus 2. Because this is minus 1 and minus 1 are having the same sign, so they will be added up. Whenever you have same sign, they are always added up, and whatever is the sign, you put that sign. So 1 and 1 added up 2, and sign is minus, so it is minus 2. Is it clear to you or not?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
From the mind,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
very good. Dr. Rani, from the mind it is clear.
Yes,
Very
sir.
good. Very good.
नहीं समझे वो थोड़ी देर
No, sir,
बाद
it's clear.
It's clear, not from mind.
नहीं, डॉक्टर रानी को कुछ दिमाग में नहीं रखना है, क्योंकि अदरवाइज सुबह 6 बजे नहीं उठेगी, फिर 6-7 बजे।
अब मेरे माइंड में क्या चल रहा है बाकी सब जने इवेल्युएट कर रहे हैं सर, देखिए
हर आदमी इवेल्युएट, आप देखो कितनी अच्छी सब्जेक्ट है। नाउ दिस इज द फॉर्मूला विच यू यूज whenever you use t test. So in case of a t test, the assumptions are, one of the assumption is a normal distribution. Normal distribution of the continuous variable. Normal distribution, I showed you yesterday, the normal probability curve. If you want, I can show you once again. This is a normal probability curve.
Bell-shaped.
Bell-shaped. So therefore, if the distribution of your data is bell-shaped, we call it your data are normally distributed.
Right, sir.
Did you see, or should I share the screen? आपको दे गया या मैं शेयर करूं स्क्रीन?
मैंने देखा हुआ है सर, अगर और पार्टिसिपेंट्स को देखना है तो
मैं उन्हीं को दिखा रहा हूं।
हाँ जी।
So this is the bell shape, and when it is this, then your data are normally distributed. And the normal distribution cannot be of discontinuous variable. It has to be of the continuous variable. Is this particular point clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
another assumption is that homogeneity of variance. Homogeneity of variance means whatever are the differences in one group, the same magnitude differences are in another group. That is what is the meaning of homogeneity of variance. And variance means standard deviation, and you square the standard deviation, that becomes the variance. So we use standard deviation as S, and this is 1, and you have to square. Now this becomes the variance because S is the standard deviation. So it's equal to, because there are two groups, so you will have the two standard deviation. So when this condition is satisfied, then not only then you can use this formula to compute the degree of freedom. So now your degree of freedom will be N1 plus N2
-2.
-2. But if these conditions are not there, then this formula cannot be used. And this formula will always give you the degree of freedom in whole number. Why? Because N means occurrence of the event. N means the number. If I say how many participants are present, there are 77 participants are present, so N is 77. So therefore, that is the meaning of N. And therefore, if N is 77, I cannot say if one participant is sleeping, then I cannot say it is 78.5. I have to say 77. Even one is sleeping, it doesn't make a difference because I'm counting the people. But if you are in the t-test, if your assumptions are something like this, there is another assumption, and the third assumption is there should not be any outlier. And another will be there should be one discontinuous variable having two levels. So these are the assumptions of the t-test. And now if I put the same here, so now if the assumptions are and this means they are not equal. So if homogeneity of variance is not satisfied, that means if there are differences in the groups, one group has some difference and the another group also have difference, and these differences are different. If this is the situation, then I cannot use this formula to compute the degree of freedom. Then my formula will be this. The statistics person, can you tell me what is the formula? There is one participant from statistics. Can you tell me what is the formula that you use?
Sir, I am from statistics, but I do not know the formula to be used in case there is no homogeneity of variance.
Oh my God. Then it means I am giving you a new information.
Yes, sir.
So I should be thankful to you that you are present and I'm helping you.
Thank you, sir, for giving us a lots of new informations.
And I expect you should share this information with your colleagues, with your students. This is how we can improve.
Sir,
So now, Go ahead.
Sir, population mean and sample mean?
अभी अभी मैं बताता हूं, उसकी आप चिंता ना करो.
Okay, sir.
जो मीन होता है, this is your sample mean, because whenever you conduct a research, you cannot collect data from all members of the population. It is not possible. So you always collect the data from the sample, and you select sample in such a way so that it represents your population. But dear friend, in reality, no sample can truly represent the population. It is not possible. Because more heterogeneous the population, the more difficult it is for a sample to represent the population. It's not possible. So here, the value of the degree of the formula of the degree of freedom which you have to use is something like this. That it is S1 square divided by N1. Then plus it is S2 square divided by N2. And you have to square it now. This is divided by that S1 square upon N1, the whole square. This is divided by N1 minus 1. Then plus S2 S2 square upon N2, and this is whole square, and this is divided by N2 minus 1. It is because of this particular formula that your degree of freedom mathematically can be in fraction, but conceptually it is always in the whole number. And if any one of you is interested in the reference, I can give you the reference. Do you want reference?
Yes, sir, definitely.
Okay. If definitely, then this is definitely now. The name of the book is Business Statistics by Ken Black. When I was teaching in IIM Indore, we were using this book, Ken Black. And another book is Statistics for Management and Economics by Anderson et al. There are 4-5 writers, and in these two books, this information is given. So my suggestion is Those who are interested in conducting quantitative research, you should keep on reading the books on research methodology belonging to economics, management, and other areas, psychology, education, physical education. You will know a lot of new techniques. And then you can decide whether that should be used in your case or not. So this is the information which I think you are not having, and I have given. Any question you want to ask? Then I go to the next concept, is the degree of, the level of significance. Any question on the degree of freedom?
No, sir.
स्वतंत्रता का अंश है, इस पे किसी का कोई सवाल हो तो पूछ लीजिए।
तो सर जो फॉर्मूला है डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम का, यहाँ पे भी शायद स्क्वायर होना चाहिए था वो डिनोमिनेटर में।
यहाँ पे स्क्वायर, ओ सॉरी, दैट्स राइट, यहाँ पे स्क्वायर होना चाहिए था। थैंक यू वेरी मच, थैंक फॉर पॉइंटिंग आउट दिस थिंग। ओके, एनी अदर क्वेश्चन यू वांट टू आस्क? Okay, now level of significance. Can any one of you like to explain what is this concept? One participant from statistics. Will you like to help us to understand the concept of level of significance? Dr. Neha, will you like to help us?
Yes, sir.
Tell us.
So, level of significance is the amount of error that we can allow to enter into our results. So whenever we are carrying out any...
What does it mean?
It's the amount of type 1 error that we allow to, that is permissible. It is not necessary that it should be fixed at 5% or 1%, but the amount of error that can creep into the results, because the results are not 100% accurate. So the amount of error that can get into the results is your level of significance.
No, Dr. Neha, I did
Yes,
not
sir.
ask you that. I asked you what is the concept of level of significance. You have given me the percentage of error that is to be tolerated. I did not ask that. If your student wants, what exactly the meaning of level of significance? How will you help them to understand?
So just as an example, if suppose we are doing any question relating to the testing of hypothesis, then as a result, when we write that the results are calculated at 5% level of significance.
I'm
This is
sorry.
what is once.
No, I'm sorry, Dr. Neha. No, that's not the meaning of level of significance.
May I answer that? May I answer, sir?
Please go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. It can be the distributing line, that is what is accepted and what is not. So that is the...
Excellent. Can you take one example to illustrate it further?
Means in daily life, can I give the example in daily life?
Yes, please go ahead.
Means I can draw the border of line that for my child, that up to 8 he can wake up, but after 8 it is not tolerable. Like this.
Okay. So you have set a line for him. The timeline that he should get up at least by 8, but not after 8. That's right. See, level, say you see that between two countries, then what they call it LOC, line of control. What is the meaning? The meaning is that this particular country has the land only up to this point. After this, it doesn't belong to their domain. See, when I say pass and fail, there is a line that if it is that for pass you have to have 48% marks, then that is the line. So what is the meaning of level of significance? See, right now, if it rains, then what do we say?
It is raining.
Dr. Rani, hats off to you. If during raining season, if it rains, what do you say?
It's normal.
It's normal. And when now it is not the rainy season, if it rains, what do we say?
Mm. We just wonder that how it's raining, or
Yeah, we
it
say
is
No,
untimely rains.
abnormal.
Untimely
no.
rains.
We say by chance it is raining.
Yeah.
See, when you go to the market and suppose you met one of your old friend, and when you come back home and you tell to your parents or your family members that by chance I met one of my old friend. What is the meaning of by chance? It is not
Luckily.
deliberate. Is it okay? So that means level of significance is a line which discriminates between occurrence of event by chance and not by chance. You know, many a times when you were the student and I was also the student, some of you, your friend, after looking at the result, might have said, oh, by chance I have passed. Do you have such type of experience or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is the meaning? The meaning is he might be expecting that he will fail. So he says, oh, by chance I passed. So level of significance is the line which, so I'm now defining what is the level of significance. So level of significance is the line which demarcates between occurrence of event by chance and not by chance. So if I say it is not by chance, if I say it is by chance, what is the meaning of not by chance?
Consciously, intentionally.
That's right. Exactly. When I say not by chance, means it is intentional. Intentionally. And when I say it is by chance, what does it mean?
Unintentionally.
Unintentional. And
Even
see, many a time when you travel by bus and there are too many people in the bus, if someone hits you, and if you look at that person, what he says?
Accidentally.
No, he may say sorry or not.
Of course he will.
Now,
He
if
may
he
not or he
says,
may.
If
He
he
may
says
both.
sorry, if he says sorry, what is the meaning of it?
That incident was by chance.
That it is by chance.
He
might
hit
have,
me unintentionally.
but it is quite possible he might have hit you intentionally.
Deliberately, yes, of course.
It can. He hit
Yeah.
deliberately, but he is saying, I'm sorry, giving a color to it that it is not intentional, it is unintentional. I'll take another example. Dr. Rani took her tea. Rani, you take tea or coffee?
Both.
Both. So Dr. Rani has taken cocktail.
Oh. So sweet of you, sir. So
But that
nice.
would be mocktail, sir. But that
Mocktail.
would be mocktail,
No,
not
no,
cocktail.
but this is cocktail. This is not mocktail. Now, after taking her tea, she kept the cup and the plate on the floor. Now her husband came and he pushed the cup and the plate with his feet. And if the Rani stares at him, what will he say, Rani?
So sorry. I was not aware about.
He will say so sorry. Not only sorry. He will say so sorry. Oh, good. So sorry. What is the meaning?
That it was unintentional and it was by chance.
But after some time, he may tell you, is this the place to keep the cup and the plate?
Yes, he will definitely.
And this is called ulta chor kotwal ko date.
Yes. आप हिंदी व्याकरण भी बहुत अच्छी पढ़ाएंगे सर.
नहीं, मेरे को नहीं आती भैया. नहीं, ये गलती से हो गया. गलती से मिस्टेक.
हाँ.
एक गाना है ना.
हाँ.
गलती से मिस्टेक. Oh my God. See so when you say by chance means unintentional, and unintentional means we say it is due to some error. Now, when you want to take your food, do you wash your hand?
Yes.
And after washing hand, if you take it under the microscope, what do you find?
There are so many
germs.
So
that means you eat with the dirty hands.
Yes.
Now you clean your plate and take it under the microscope. What do you find?
So many germs.
So that means you eat with dirty hands by putting the food in the dirty plate. Oh my God, so dirty you people are. ठीक है या गलत है?
You people are मत बोलिए सर, we people are बोलिए.
अच्छा चलिए, we people are. And see, this is, if it is a error we tolerate, if it is a good thing we enjoy, and anything which is not good we tolerate, isn't it? So that means the line which demarcates between the occurrence of event by chance and not by chance is the level of significance. That means whenever you do any research, there will be some error. It is not possible to do a research where there is no error. It's impossible. The difference between error and mistake, do you know?
Yes.
What is the difference?
Mistakes can be avoided or mistakes can be omitted, but the error can be minimized.
What does it mean?
the percentage of error can be minimized and the mistake can be totally avoided.
What is the meaning? See, when you say that mistake means you know the source.
Yes.
And if you know the source, you can make correction.
Yes, yes.
But in error, you do not know the source of the error, so no correction can be made there. You might have heard many a times that the patient dies on the operation table, although the doctor was supplying blood from outside, but the whole blood was flowing outside, and he could not find that particular point from where the blood was coming out. So it was a mistake or an error?
It was an error.
Error, sir.
That's right. Now, you know Chandrayaan 2. When Chandrayaan 2 was launched, the launching was discontinued because there was a leakage in one of the chamber. So was it a mistake or error?
It was an error, sir.
No, it was a mistake. They corrected it. But when they launched it second time, it did not land at the designated point. It landed 6.48 kilometer before. Was it because of error or mistake?
Error.
That's right. So now are you clear about error and mistake?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And you should
Error.
help your student to understand both these concepts.
Definitely,
For
sir.
any research in any subject you do, you cannot avoid the error. You cannot reduce error to zero. It's not possible. Now, see, in this pandemic, the vaccine which you took and which I also took, this vaccine was tried out. Do you think that 100% the people, those who took the vaccine, they were quite okay? Or anyone?
Definitely not,
No,
sir.
sir. No.
Reaction?
No.
Yes, sir. It was.
There were certain people had certain reactions. Some people.
What was the percentage?
Very less.
How much?
Negligible.
No. Don't tell me like that. Tell me the number.
Number we cannot be sure of, but it may be around 10% or 15%.
No, my dear friend.
2%.
No, sir.
No, that means you did not read the newspaper and have that information.
Yes,
the
sir.
vaccine which was given by Serum Institute of India, you know it, and now they have a aeroplane, isn't it? Now it was 97% people were benefited, but 3% of the people were not benefited. And those three can be anyone. So efficiency was 97. So now that if you repeat one research 100 times and you get 95 times
The same.
times the same result.
Yeah.
And 5 times the result may differ.
Right, sir. Error.
It can be due to error.
So therefore, what will you say?
5-time result may differ due to error.
Correct. What is the meaning? The meaning is
The-
95 times you are confident that this result will come, but 5 times you are not confident.
It's basically deviation from the accuracy.
Nay, whatever it is, whatever may be the reason, but the meaning is that 95 times you are certain that this result will come, but 5% of the time you are not sure. And if you are not sure, then what is the error?
Sir, can we say that at 100 times we were sure that the result will be sure,
No,
but
no,
because it
no,
was by chance, it was error.
no, Rani, it is like this. If I repeat one experiment 100 times,
Hmm.
and out of 100 times, 95 times I am getting the same result, but 5 times my result differs. So that means I am confident that 95 times this, if you do this one research, you will get this, but 5 times I am not sure.
Okay, yes, we can
And
say.
when 5 times I am not sure, that means error is 5%.
Right, sir.
And
Right.
if I say 5 divided by 100, then I say it is 0.05. This is called level of significance. So in the level of significance, what is the percentage of error here?
0.0.
0.05.
What is the percentage of error?
5%, sir.
5%.
percentage, sir.
It is 5%. So you were not giving me the correct answer earlier. Now, if suppose another researcher repeats one research 100 times and 99 times he gets the same result, and once the result may differ, then what is the confidence level?
0.01.
0.95.
99.
Confidence.
9%.
High, sir, high.
0.99.
Confidence
99%.
level 99%.
High, sir,
99%.
high. Confidence level high.
High. High is not the
High.
answer.
99%.
Yes, 99%.
My dear friend, I am asking you the confidence.
Confidence level.
So confidence in 99%, you are confident that this result will come. And once you are not confident, then what is the error?
1%.
1%.
1% error.
And 1% means 1 upon 100, and this will be 0.01.
Right.
So if I say 0.01, I cannot say the confidence.
0.01, sir? 0.001.
ओ माय डियर लेडी, एक को 100 से डिवाइड करो तो चलो रानी, मैं आपको आकर के आपको डिवीजन भी सिखा दूंगा, कोई चिंता की बात नहीं है।
हिंदी मैथ्स दोनों जुड़ गए सर।
नहीं, हिंदी वालों को ज्यादा आता है बेटा, कि आप हमारे जैसे लोगों को बुद्धू बनाते हो।
अरे नहीं सर, ऐसा कुछ
ये
नहीं।
आप लोगों को नहीं आता, आपको बहुत आता है। क्लास 12th में कौन से सब्जेक्ट थे डॉक्टर रानी?
इकोनॉमिक्स
और
म्यूजिक, संस्कृत।
और संस्कृत। फलम फले फलानी, संस्कृत कभी नहीं आनी, आनी है तो भूल जानी है।
नहीं सर, आप 10 दिन मुझसे पढ़ेंगे तो आपको हमेशा याद रहेगी संस्कृत।
आप मेरे से पढ़ोगे तो आपको कभी नहीं भूल सकते।
ठीक है सर।
पीता अंति सीता तयामी आवा, सब याद है भैया, ऐसी क्या बात है। मैं तो अलिफ बे पे ते टे से जीम चे है ये भी पढ़े, उर्दू भी पढ़ी है।
दाल डाल जाल रे डे जे।
करेक्ट, Okay. So I hope this is all right.
Yes, sir.
Now, in research, in social science research, it is not possible to reduce the error less than 1%. Why? Because there are many sources from where the error will come in. In pure science, you can have better control. So there the error can be reduced. But in social sciences, it is not possible. डॉक्टर रानी हैट्स ऑफ टू यू कि आप संस्कृत की होती हुए भी आप समझ रही है, लेकिन इसलिए समझ रही है क्योंकि आपने इकोनॉमिक्स पढ़ी है
जी सर, 12th तक 2 साल पढ़ा है केवल।
और इकोनॉमिक्स में आपने स्टैटिस्टिक्स पढ़ी है थोड़ी सी
पढ़ी है।
हाँ, मैं भी थोड़ी कह रहा हूँ, मैं कहाँ ज्यादा कह रहा हूँ
सर वो 94 96 में पढ़ी थी सर।
कोई बात नहीं बेटा, मैंने तो बहुत पहले पढ़ी थी जब आप पैदा भी नहीं हुई थी।
यस सर।
चलिए जी, नाउ आई एम आस्किंग यू ए क्वेश्चन and the question is, here is your percentage of error. No, here I say level of significance I am giving you. I am giving you the level of significance, suppose 0.9, then 0.008, then 0.05, and then 0.2 and 0.01. Now these are the different level of significance. Now of these, which level of significance is the highest?
0.008.
All right. Any other answer?
0.9.
Eh?
सर हाईएस्ट लेवल पूछ रहे हैं।
Highest.
0.008.
Okay. Any other one?
So 0.01.
0.9.
Very good. Any other one?
0.01 sir.
So 0.01.
हाँ, मैंने सुन लिया है। Thank you very much. डॉक्टर रानी देख लो कितने आंसर आ गए आपको। आपका क्या आंसर है?
हाईएस्ट सर, लेवल ऑफ सिग्निफिकेंस सबसे ज्यादा हाई किस में है ये जानना है अपन को।
हाँ,
नहीं पता सर।
0.9.
आप इतनी सीधी नहीं हो डॉक्टर रानी जितनी आप समझ रही हो। आप थोड़ा सोचोगे तो आप आंसर बता दोगे।
सर 0.01.
Okay, let us see. Say if I want to find out the highest, what should the error?
Minimum error.
Error should be least or error should be the highest?
Error should be minimum.
So therefore we multiplied by 100. So what is the error here?
90.
90%, not 90.
90%.
90%. If I multiply by 100, what is the error?
0.8%.
0.8.
Okay. If I multiply by 100, what is the error?
5%.
5%.
And if I multiply by 100, how much it is?
20%.
20%.
Yes.
And if I multiply by 100,
1%.
now where the error is the least?
0.8.
0.8.
So therefore, this is the highest level of significance. क्या समझ में या नहीं आया?
सर समझ तो पहली
Yes,
बार
sir.
में ही आ गया था, पर जब 2-3 लोगों के भी ये 0.008 सही बोलने के बावजूद आप और पूछते गए, तो मुझे लगा कि शायद कुछ और, वरना 0.008 तो मुझे पहली बार में ही लग गया था। तो मैं कहा सर बार-बार क्यों पूछ रहे, हो सकता है कुछ और हो।
सर बार बार पूछने पर भी हम लोग डेविएट नहीं हुए हैं।
बट कुछ लोग बात तो डेविएट हो गए बेटा।
तो वो एरर्स ही तो पढ़ रहे हैं अपन, वो कुछ जो हुए वही तो सीख रहे हैं।
Mine was unstandard error, sir.
Go ahead. What is the question?
Oh, no, it was not a question, sir.
Acha. Okay. So therefore, this is the highest because the error is the least. So wherever the error is the least, that level will be the highest level. And which is the lowest level here?
90%.
90%.
90%.
So what is the level?
0.9.
That's right. That is the answer. You cannot tell 90%.
0.9.
Because I'm asking the level of significance, then your answer should be it is
0.9.
0.9 or 0.9 is the level of significance with the lowest. So that means your level of significance is inversely proportional to the error. I do not have a sign of inversely proportional here, but that's okay. So therefore, if you
Sir,
increase the error,
why it is inversely proportional? Why it is not directly proportional?
because if it is directly means more error means the level of significance will be what? More. And if it is less means less. No, that is, they are not directly proportional. If error is less, then level of significance is high. And if error is low, then the level of significance is different, is low. Sorry, if error is less, then your level of significance is high. If error is more, your level of significance is low. So more the error, the lower the level of significance. Less the error, the higher the level of significance. So it is inversely proportional. It cannot be directly proportional. That is why in research, whenever we do, we try to have lot of control. The more control we exercise, the less number of the error we will be having and our level of significance will be high. Is it clear now?
Clear, sir.
Now, these are the two concepts which I will be using in order to test my hypothesis. Now see, whenever we go to doctor and doctor takes my blood pressure, now how will he know whether my blood pressure is normal or not?
Doctor knows the higher level and lower level of blood pressure, 120/80. He knows
No. Go ahead, Rani, no.
Reference point.
The range.
And on the basis of that reference, he compares the values and then gives out. Then he concludes.
Go ahead, Dr. Rani. You are saying something. It
The
is
doctor knows
one.
the proper average range of the blood pressure. If the range goes high, he judges that the blood pressure is high, and if the
Now,
range is below.
okay. Now suppose if
Yes.
this standard value would not have been there, तो क्या होता?
तो वो सांस की गति को काउंट करके जज करते कि लो है या हाई है। यदि आपकी सांसें बहुत धीमी चल रही हैं तो लो है, और बहुत तेज चल रही हैं तो हाई है।
तो अभी
Heart
आपकी
beat से
तेज
चलते
चल
सर?
रही है या धीमी चल रही है?
बहुत नॉर्मल सर। नॉर्मल।
प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड, डिसीजन के लिए आपको कोई स्टैंडर्ड वैल्यू चाहिए। अगर स्टैंडर्ड वैल्यू ना हो तो कैन यू फाइंड आउट वेदर द स्टूडेंट हैज पास्ड और नॉट?
नो सर।
कोई रेफरेंस पॉइंट होगा या नहीं होगा?
डेफिनेटली होगा सर।
Now, whenever you analyze your data with the help of any statistics, let us say you analyze with the help of t-test, then you will get the t-value. Now, how will you know whether this particular t-value has error more than 5 or less than 5? Then this calculated value must be compared with
total number of
with the standard value. So there are standards. So I like to now share with you that here is, you see this. Are you able to see this table, or I increase the size?
we are able to see this.
Yes, sir.
And now you are able to see?
Yes,
Till
yes.
6 number we are able.
Now, at present, let us not bother about 2 tail or 1 tail. Just see that 0.02, the level of significance, then what is the error here? Eh?
2%.
Oh my God. 0.20, what is the percentage of error?
20%. 20%. Sir, you earlier said 0.02 actually.
No, it is
0.02, you said, sir.
Okay. And it is 0.10,
10%.
10%.
0.05,
5%.
5%.
0.02.
2%.
2%.
Now, when your error is decreasing, your table values are increasing.
Exactly.
Why?
Because error
Why?
becomes less.
Yeah, Dr. Thakur, please once again.
Error becomes less.
What happens when error becomes less?
Accuracy becomes high.
Why?
Because population size increases. Sample size increases.
No, I'm not able to understand. Mistri, please can you repeat once again?
So since the sample is increasing, number of variables means number of.
No, my dear friend, degree of freedom is constant. Your degree of freedom is constant, and when
सर
you
एरर कम हो रहा है तो लेवल ऑफ सिग्निफिकेंस बढ़ रहा है ना।
हाँ, तो लेवल ऑफ सिग्निफिकेंस बढ़ने से क्या होता है?
Sir, table value will increase.
One by one, please. I'm not able to understand.
Sir, table value increases, sir.
Why?
Because of minimizing the error, sir.
If error is minimized,
Occurrence-
what happens?
Occurrences will be high, sir.
आप लोग बात समझ, you don't know. Oh, okay. Dr. Kusam has come. So Kusam, you joined right now or you were there since morning?
Sir, I was there. Sir, Namaste. I was there since morning, but since it is purely stat, so I'm little silent because I do not understand much stat. My subject is
Oh,
not.
that's very good.
But I'm learning, sir. I'm learning. You have you have simplified a lot, but still, I'm not that expert.
Nay, no problem. I understand because some of the things you might be
But sir,
hearing
the
for the first
question,
time.
yes, sir,
Go ahead.
the question you raised, in my understanding, it is raising the level of confidence.
Correct. So your confidence increases. So the values increase. Can you take one example from daily life? Let us say, if you get the milk from the milk vendor, and all of you know that milk vendor might be putting some water in it, and you take 1 liter of milk, and if you tell him that please you give me the pure milk of 1 liter, what has it to do? He has to reduce the water content.
Yes, sir, he has to reduce the water content, but
So that means the purity will increase.
yes, sir, yes, sir.
Is it correct or not?
Yes, sir. It is.
Now, if I take my weight with these clothes on, will it be my pure weight or it was my pure weight plus weight of the clothes?
Sir, weight and the weights of the clothes as well.
So therefore, this will not be my exact body weight. So the cloths are error. So if you minimize the error, then you are quite close to the reality. Some of you are females. Now, when you go to the goldsmith and when he weighs the gold, I hope you might have seen his machine. Yes or no?
Ji, sir.
Now, their air doesn't work. Because if it is outside, then because of air, the weight will change. So he is trying to reduce the error. And when you are trying to reduce the error, you are quite close to the reality or real value. But error cannot be zero. Is it slightly okay?
Yes, sir, it is.
Absolutely okay, sir.
You have given very practical and real life examples, sir. So it is easy to remember. Thank you so much.
Okay. Now, see, if you take one level of significance, let us say 0.05, and if you enter into this particular column, as your DF changes from 1 to 2, there is a sudden fall. Why? When it goes from 2 to 3, the fall decreases. And when it goes from 3 to 4, it further decreases. And there will be one situation when it almost stabilizes. You can see here that when your DF is 24, it is 2.04, 2.04, 2.0, very little minor differences. So the first question is, when the DF changes from 1 to 2, keep the level of significance constant. And by changing the degree of from 1 to 2, why there is a sudden fall? What might be the reason? चलिए आप रेस्ट कर लीजिए क्योंकि आप थक गए होंगे आप जवान लोग बाग हो, जवान जल्दी थक जाते हैं, तो इसका आंसर भी सोचिए और 15 मिनट के बाद में अपन फिर मिलते हैं।
ओके सर।
सर ये इतना जल्दी 1.5 घंटा कैसे हो जाता है? आप पढ़ाते हैं तो कुछ तो घड़ी में गड़बड़ हो जाती है। अभी क्लास शुरू हुई और 1.5 घंटा हो गया।
नहीं सर, सच में
डॉक्टर
ही
रानी, मेरे
आई डू
पढ़ाने
एग्री,
में
आई डू
यही
एग्री विद
प्रॉब्लम
रानी।
है।
बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है सर।
सर आई ऑल्सो एग्री।
मेजर प्रॉब्लम है।
सर आई
कुछ
डू
ना
एग्री
कुछ।
विद रानी मैडम।
Yes.
सर आप सच में ही बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग पढ़ाते हैं और मतलब दिल करता है कि सुनते ही रहे, क्योंकि स्टैट्स तो बहुत ही टफ लगता था मुझे तो, पर फिर भी मैं सुन रही हूँ, कोशिश कर रही हूँ समझने की। बट आप बहुत ही सिंप्लीफाइड जो डेली लाइफ के एग्जाम्पल्स हैं सर, मुझे लगता है कि वो मुझे हमेशा याद रहने वाले हैं।
और ये सोने के जेवर तोलने वाला एग्जाम्पल कभी कोई भूल सकता है? महिलाएं तो कभी नहीं भूल सकती।
बिल्कुल सर।
एक्चुअली हमेशा पढ़ाते समय डेली लाइफ की एग्जांपल देनी चाहिए।
जी सर, ये भी हमने मतलब मेरे लिए तो बिल्कुल नया है कि भी मैंने ये सीखा कि डेली लाइफ की एग्जांपल देखिए कितनी जो टफ कंसेप्ट है उनको भी सिंप्लीफाई किया जा सकता है।
बहुत सिंप्लीफाई होता है।
सर एक एग्जाम्पल में आपने पार्शियलिटी की थी।
कोई बात नहीं, कभी कभी हो जाती है।
महिलाओं का उदाहरण देते हैं तो आप 500 साड़ी बोलते हैं, और जेंट्स का देते हैं तो 5 जोड़ी पैंट बुशर्ट बोले आप।
आई थिंक वो
मैडम
रियलिटी है मैम।
मैडम आप मेरे से आप और बता दूं, मैक्सिमम जेंट्स की ब्लू होती है पेंटे या ब्लैक होती है, उनके पास कलर है ही नहीं, बेचारे क्या करे, गरीब लोग भागे हैं भाई।
ओहो।
आई थिंक मैम
अग्री।
इट इज रियलिटी एक्चुअली व्हिच आई आल्सो हैव
रियलिटी है
प्राउड में।
कि आप जब भी मार्केट जाओगी साड़ी के बिना वापस नहीं आओगी।
यस।
साड़ी लाओ या सूट लाओ, हम लोग बाग जाते तो खाली हाथ वापस आ जाते।
एक्चुअली सर women adds color to the lives.
दैट्स
So
राइट, दैट्स राइट, आई एग्री
ये
विद यू।
बात ग्रेट कुसुम जी।
बिल्कुल ठीक है, 100% कर। इसीलिए आदमी शांति से है, बोला भैया इसी में अपने को सेटिस्फैक्शन होना चाहिए। चलिए जी।
ठीक
ठीक
है
है
सर,
सर, आप
बस
ब्रेक ले लीजिए प्लीज। थैंक यू।
हाँ।
ओह।